Hello everyone, it's Christy from Christy's Beautiful Life, and I'm here for my last Get Pin Inspired episode. That is Heather and Lisa's thing that I was a guest thing for. You saw the layout and the mood board that we are using. This is kind of a special one because we all took on something. So I chose the mood board, Heather chose the layout, and Lisa chose to use cork stars in our to add into the layout. So this was due a week ago, and I was sick, so it just didn't happen. So I apologize this is late. Their beautiful layouts are already posted, so I'll leave the links, but I couldn't. Wasn't feeling well, was not in the mood to really scrap, and so I only finally got to it later this week. So you know how life is. So my goal here is I'm going to use a lot of my Secret Not Secret Kit Club from September to kind of kill it. But I wanted to bring in this beautiful paper from Maggie Holmes. I love this paper. And I wanted to use it as the main kind of focal element so that along with those two shades of teal from another sheet of Maggie Holmes, that sheet is from the Gather collection. And then I'm going to layer in the rest of the stuff from my kit. But I wanted to show you how versatile things can get. So when you're at the end of your kit, any kit club that you may be a part of, don't be afraid to go into your stash and grab things that are going to help finish it off and help you kill it better. So this is going to make it so when you put things away, you don't have as much to put away because you don't have those little bits of paper because you've used them on that last layout. Sometimes you could be sick of your kit. I mean, I think I did 7 layouts and 5 Traveler's Notebook spreads. So I really don't think I could do another layout. I'm pretty done with my kit. I love every single thing I did though, like some of my favorite layouts. So it's just the way everyone is. So I'm going to try here. I'm trying to match the mood board. So I'm going to add this dark blue, but it's just not giving off the vibe I want, and it doesn't equal to a 12 by 12. So that's an issue. I already kind of know the photo I want and kind of the thought of where I want to go with it is, and my photo is too dark for a dark blue navy background like that. I don't know, it wasn't working for me. So I'm like, I get a little frustrated. I think about, making it all a little bit more condensed so that I can leave a white border, but then there's hardly any of it, and I didn't know. So this is at the point where I decide I need to grab my kit and I need to play with it and work with this beautiful sheet. This was probably my favorite piece of pattern paper from the entire collection that I got in my kit, and it is from Bella Boulevard. And it says love, 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 love all over it. And I really like the contrast of the black with my teal and navy colors. None of that is navy, my teal colors. And then as I put my photo on it, I'm seeing I'm going to have to do layers because, again, my photo is very dark. It was taken very, very, very early Mother's Day morning. And so my idea here is I went to my sewing machine first, trimmed down my paper, and that way I can have a border. I was thinking about using that cut apart sheet as a border, but it was a little too busy. And then I decided, why don't I take this beautiful tape that I got in my kit? It's like washi tape, except it's paper and it's gold foiled hearts, and I love it. And instead of hoarding it, I decided to rip it in half. It was the perfect amount to rip in half, and I had just enough left to make 4 12 by 12 little strips. And I'm going to I don't do a very good job of it, but I'm just going to, what do you call that? Where you merge them together. I cannot think of what you call that right now. Miter the corners. And I don't do a good job, but I don't care because my photo's going on top of it and you're barely going to see it. But I do that, and I really love the way it turns out. I go ahead and tape that all down off camera. It was taking me a little bit, so I end up doing it off camera because for some reason, my brain just couldn't comprehend how to actually do it. Has that ever happened to you? You know what you're wanting to do, but you just can't seem to do it. I always think that this is happening because I'm filming. So I just went off camera and it helped. And then I'm going to place my paper on top of that, and I love it. I left enough space so that there would be a heart on each side, and I put it down wrong. When I stitched that original paper, I must have caught it, and it kind of gathered itself a little bit, so it's not a solid, perfectly straight square. The dimension of it isn't exactly right. So one side is a little off, but that's okay. I was able to just fix it. It only took one try to fix, no big deal there. And now, because I know I need different layers to kind of pop my photo off, I'm going to go ahead and trim out a few of these 4x6 cards to use as layers. I'm also looking at my photo, and there is a lot of blank space up at the top there that isn't exactly needed. And I went ahead and trimmed it just a little. Not a lot. It's definitely not a lot, but I did a little, kind of to take away a little bit of the window. I had a lot of the window there, a lot of my head that just like above my head that wasn't needed. I really wanted to focus on that beautiful mug. It was my Mother's Day gift, and I had one cup of coffee in it, and then I decided it was so pretty. I did not want to leave it in my collection of mugs that I use. So it is actually sitting on my scrap desk, and it is where I put my small scraps of like to go into the trash while I'm scrapping, so that I don't I just have a quick place to put it. So there's that. I'm trying to think if I need to border my photo as a whole, and I'm not going to. I do think about it. I struggle with how to layer my photo. So you're going to kind of see me go through a bunch of steps to try to figure out how to do it. But in the end, I end up just going ahead with the layers that I have, but adding a doily. So again, from my stash, I'm trying to get things used up. And I love this. This was exactly what I needed. And as I'm doing that, I remembered, hey, I still have that glitter girl, the girl that's winking. And I was kind of hoarding that little card because I love it so much. I was kind of thinking about using it in one of my Traveler's Notebook spreads, but I decided this was actually the perfect layout for it because, Mom, and I'm not that, that girl is just so cute. I don't know. It's just perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and fussy cut her out and put her on the side too. And then I'm going to play with the ink and make sure everything gets tucked underneath the teal paper, with the exception of my photo. That's going to be the only thing that overhangs. Okay, I apologize about my daughter. She's singing me some songs here. I'm trying to cut it out, but teething. That's what happens. So I'm loving this. So now I'm going to play with where everything's going to go, make sure it's all lined up and off to the side. And I think I do this part off camera as well because I wasn't exactly sure what I wanted. But you're going to see it's going to magically come back and be all kind of on that angle the way I described it. So while you see me kind of fiddle around with that, let me just mention this weekend is our monthly scrap party on Secret Not Secret Kit Club. If you are a part of that, our Facebook group, you have to be a member of, you must be receiving kits or be on the wait list. That's the only way you can be a part of our Facebook group. It's very inclusive. But we are having our monthly scrapbook party, and I'm so excited. I am hoping to kill my October kit with all of the challenges and prompts that are going to be given. And I hope that if you are also a part of the kit in the Facebook group, you will come and join us and play along. I am almost done with this layout. I wanted to add, because this is a story about coffee, I wanted to add that coffee paper from the 6x6 pad. I love that so much. I had kind of been hoarding that. It's just a little peek of it, but I think it really kind of helps tell the story, a little pop of color as well. I used that little coffee cut, die cut that came in my my ephemera little goodies that I got, and I'm just going to spell out the Mother's Day gift in the alphas that I received from my kit as well. Like I said, I'm really trying to use it up. So I'm pretty proud of the way this all turned out. My last finishing touches are going to be adding a little bit of this clear acetate part to the corners. I off-screen add some sequins and some stars because I forgot the cork stars. So those get added. You'll see that in the final photo. And I love this. So like I said, please don't forget to go check out Heather and Lisa's takes because they're fabulous. And I thank them for allowing me to be a part of this. This was back in October, but it was really fun. I had a lot of fun playing around with this. I love Pinterest and getting inspiration from it, so this is right up my alley. Be sure to stay tuned. I have a layout tomorrow that will be up on my channel. I have one for Wild Hair Kits. I am the guest designer for them this month, and that will be up on Sunday. And I hope to have a couple layouts as well next week. So this has been a very busy kind of week on my channel. I've had a lot of smaller videos kind of showing you about my December daily, and I did a Kill-A-Kit for this and all of that, so it's just kind of been busy. So if you've missed any of it, just go back a few episodes and you should be able to see all of that. And I think that's everything I have. You're gonna see me kind of do my final touches here. I did add, I also added the beautiful paper that had the coffee cups, the branding strip on it. I loved that little pop of pink, so I just put a little at the bottom and the top and then stitched it, and that's where the pink came from. I also added one of the little tab tag things that says find your joy, and this was a beautiful gift and I loved it, and I get to look at it every single day because like I said, it's on my scrap desk, and it was perfect. So I'll add my journaling off camera. I didn't want to clutter it up for my final view, but there it is with all the stars, and I will see everybody tomorrow with another video. Bye!